Hello student, welcome to online class. I am Shyam Dulari from LPM Public School. This is my second video of direct and indirect speech. In this video I will tell you about the exercise of these chapters. As we know, in my previous video I have told you about what is a direct sentence. A sentence that tells us the exact word of a speaker are said to be in direct sentence, or you can say direct speech. It means the direct speech are those sentences in which speaker's exact words are put in between the inverted comma, or you can say within the quotation mark, as we have seen here in this example. Raj said to Ritika. Here Raj is a speaker and what he speaks has put within the quotation mark, and he said that I will share my lunch with you. This is the speaker's exact word which is put within the quotation mark. So such sentence in which the speaker's exact word are said, these sentences are said to be a direct sentence. In the same way, here in example 2, Bobby said the curry is spicy. In this sentence, the speaker is Bobby and what he speaks has put within the quotation mark, and this is Bobby's exact word what he has said, and he said that the curry is spicy. Here in this way, we can say the sentence is in a direct form, so it is a direct speech, or you can say a direct sentence. The third example is the stranger said. Here, does anyone know the way? Here the question, the statement in under quotation is in interrogative form, so in place of said, we can say the stranger asked, does anyone know the way? So such sentences in which the speaker's exact words are given are called a direct speech. Now let's see what is an indirect speech. A sentence where one report what the speaker has said are said to be indirect speech. It means in an indirect speech, one reports the speaker's what the speaker has said. It means the word of speakers were reported by somebody else, and that sentence are called in indirect speech. As here the examples are given, the same sentence which we have taken in the direct speech, the same. Raj said that he would share his lunch with me. Here the Raj is a speaker and the speaker sentence were converted into indirect speech, so it becomes Raj said that he would share his lunch with me. This is the indirect of the first sentence. In second sentence, that is Bobby said that the curry was spicy. Here it is the conversation of the first sentence in which Bobby has said the curry is spicy, which was converted in indirect speech, and it become that Bobby said that. Here we have used the conjunction that to connect the word, the reporting verb and the reported speech. So it changed into indirect speech, and it is Bobby said that the curry was spicy. As in the third sentence, the speaker asks if anyone knew the way. Here also the stranger asked if anyone knew the way is indirect form of the same sentence as we have seen in the previous. So here in this way we have seen the direct sentence. In a direct sentence, the speaker's exact words are given, but in an indirect sentence, in the indirect sentence, the sentence where one report what the speaker said are said to be in indirect sentence. There are so many changes given when we change a direct sentence into indirect sentence, as some of the here, that is, if there is now in a direct sentence, it is changed into then in indirect sentence. If it is this, it will change into that. These change into those. Here change into there. Thus change into so. Ago change into before. Today is change into that day. Yesterday change into the day before or the previous day, and so on. This I have also told you in my first video of indirect speech. So without any delay, let's see the first learning exercise of this chapter. That is, first question of this sentence exercise is, that is learning exercise. Rewrite this sentence inserting comma, quotation mark and capital letters where necessary. Also state whether the sentence is in direct speech. So if it is a direct speech, write D. If it is indirect speech, write I. So let's see. First sentence is, the new seaters announce Diwali is being celebrated all across the nation. Here in this sentence, the beginning of the letter T is given in a small, so it will be capital. The new seaters announce. Let's see in detail. It is here. It is, I have written in a correct way. The small letter change into capital letter. The new seater announced. Here comma will be put, and what is the announcement will be put under quotation mark. So here we put quotation mark, and D, Diwali, will be capital. D will be capital here. Diwali is being celebrated all across the nation, and also in the last we full stop and close quotation mark will be put. In this way, this sentence is in a direct form, so it is a direct speech. The second question is, the man at the counter said you did not pay for the groceries you brought yesterday. Here in this sentence, the beginning is small, so it will be capital T. The man at the counter said. After said, there will be comma, and in the same way, you, from you, the quotation will begin. You did not pay for the groceries you brought yesterday, and after the last ending, the close quotation will be put, and the full stop. This sentence is also in a direct form, so this is a direct speech. In third sentence, grandpa, G is small here, so it will be capital. Grandpa told grandma that he has received letter from Lucknow. There is no other changes, so it is written as it is, and this sentence is a indirect sentence, so I will be put. And the next question is question number 4, that is, Nitika said, I want to pay this collector's set. I want to buy this collector's shape. Here Nitika, the name of a person, is given in a small form, so it will be capital, and the sentence will be Nikita said. Here comma and inverted comma will put for the speaker's exact word, that is, I want to buy this collector's set. In question number 5th, the question is Rati, that is given in small letter, so it will be capital. R will be capital here. So Rati said that. 1 minute. The first sentence is a direct. Question number 4 is a direct sentence. 5th, Rati said that she was having or stomach ache. This sentence is in indirect form, so I will be here. Now question number 5th. Father said that he was going to Chandigarh the next day. Here in this sentence the beginning of the letter is small, so it will be capital. When we read at the sentence it become capital, so F will be capital here. Father said that he was going to Chandigarh. Here C will be capital. Chandigarh, it is a name of a place, so beginning will be capital since it is a proper noun. Chandigarh, C is capital. To the next day, so stop will be put in the ending of the sentence. In this way we have seen question number 6. There is no other changes in question number 6, only F will be capital here and C, Chandigarh, C will be capital, nothing else. Now come to question number 7, that is Mrs. Gupta. Here M is given small, so it is the beginning of the sentence, so it will be capital. Mrs. Gupta, M will be capital. Gupta asked her daughter when she would come home. Here in this sentence Mrs. Gupta asks her daughter, then there will be comma and it is in quotation mark, when she would come home. So at the ending there will be question mark because it is in question form, and this sentence is a direct sentence. Here question number 6 is a indirect sentence. Now come to question number 8, that is Alka said I will not be coming for table tennis practice today. In this sentence Alka, A is given as a small letter A, so it will be capital. Since it is a proper noun, so it will be capital. Alka, A will be capital. And also I will be capital because we always write I in a capital form. It may come in the middle of the sentence or in the beginning of the sentence, so it will be capital. And the sentence will be Alka said. Here there will be comma and the Alka is a speaker here, so his statement will be put under quotation mark, that I will be capital. I will not be coming for table tennis practice today. Then at the ending close quotation will be put and there will be stop. So this is, there will be no other changes except this. Now come to question number 9. The beginning is also here a small letter, that is Ravi, so it is Ravi, R will be capital. Ravi said, 1 minute, this sentence is in direct sentence. And question number 9, Ravi said that his sister has cooked the lunch. In this sentence Ravi, R will be capital, said that his sister has cooked the lunch. This sentence is a indirect sentence. There is no other changes, only except capital letter in the beginning, that is R. So let's see the last question, that is question number 10. Here number 10 is, here also the beginning is given small, that is T is a small given, so it will be capital. The doctor said, here in this sentence doctor is a speaker, so his word will be put within the quotation mark, that will be U will be capital in the beginning of the quotation will be capital, so your Y will be capital. Your test result will be come by evening. Here the doctor, T will be capital. The doctor said, there will be comma and the double inverted comma, or you can write single inverted comma, and the beginning of that will be U will be capital, so it become your test result will come by evening. Then there will be ending quotation and the full stop. So this is the complete explanation of the exercise. I hope you have understood. So thank you.